starting my day today. I've already had a banana early this morning. It's about 11:15 right now. And in my bowl, I have all power foods, which are zero count. So there's nothing for me to count here other than my 1 cup of almond milk for 30 calories. And I put that in my NutriCheck tracker. So what's in here? I have berries on the bottom, blueberries. I have 1 kiwi. I have 1 golden ginger apple, which I diced up, and some golden melon and some grapes. I'm looking really forward to having this. I had fruit for breakfast yesterday. It really filled me up for quite a long time. So I decided I'd have some more fruit today. This is my lunch for today. It's just about 1 p.m. I only was able to finish half of my fruit from this morning, so I'll probably have that later on with something else, or maybe plain by itself. So I have here a huge bowl of organic greens mixed with some grape tomatoes and cucumber and yellow onion. Over top of that, I have a beautiful peach that I sliced up, and it is so delicious. And some boar's head cold cuts, which is the roasted chicken breast and the smoked ham. Everything that I have here is power food other than the Asiago cheese. I also have a sliced hard-boiled egg in here and my homemade salad dressing. So the Asiago cheese, and I did weigh it, it is 20 calories for 5 grams, and I weighed 10 grams. So this is 40 calories that I will have to track in my NutriCheck tracker out of my personal calories for the day, which by now you all know I get 500. What I decided on for dinner for tonight. Everything on the plate is considered to be power food other than the tiki masala curry sauce, which I have 1 serving of, which I cook my beans in. And that serving is 40 calories, which I will subtract from my 500 daily personal calories. And let's start with what's in the plate. I have a bed of broccoli with peas and corn. Under the beans, I have a Japanese sweet potato, and then the beans over top, obviously, and shrimp. I have seasoned everything well. I'm looking really forward to eating this. It looks good, it smells good, and I know it's going to taste good. So off I go to eat dinner, and I will be back if I have anything else. Hello there, my friends. It is me, Rhodey, and I am back to close out another What I Eat in a Day video. Thing being is that this video is not from today. It's from, I want to say, let's see, today's the 21st, so it is from the 19th, which would be 2 days ago. My apologies for not putting anything up this week. It's been very, very busy. Some weeks will be that way for me, so I'm not going to be able to consistently put videos up, like let's say Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Some weeks you'll get them put together day after day or split apart. Life is what it is. I'm doing the best I can. How did this day of eating go? I will put here how I tracked these honey oats granola cereal that I got into on the night of the 19th. I did have only 2/3 a cup, but honestly, was it worth 270 calories? No, wasn't. What went right? I tracked it. That's about it. Because truth be told, I could have eaten so many other things that would have been much better for me to have, and more filling even, and even more satisfying. But it wasn't about eating or being satisfied. It was all about just what I usually do at night when I get into things. So, is that still an issue for me? I would say yes, it is. After this good day of eating, I had a night of M&Ms. Got into the M&Ms. The grateful thing is that the M&Ms are now gone and they're not coming into my house. My advice to anyone, if I'm one to give any advice at this point, is if you don't want to eat it, don't bring it into your house. You can't eat it if it's not in the house. And the only other thing I can say is if you're going to get in your car and go get it during the night, that I cannot give you any pointers on, because that's not something that I do, thankfully. But I know these are issues for some people. We all have issues with food for the most part. We have something or other going on when we're on this chronic path of trying to lose weight, then we gain some back, then we lose some back, we get stuck. It just becomes, I call it diet fatigue. I believe I'm still suffering from that, and it may or may not ever leave me, but that doesn't mean I can't get up every morning and try, which is what I suggest to everyone to do. Don't ever give up. The only time things really get bad is if we give up. If you don't give up, there's always hope, and we all need to have hope. I really strongly believe that. I think that we're all capable of doing what we need to do. It's a matter of getting there and doing it. You know, there's no such thing as I can't. Just as much as there's no such thing as the food got into my mouth and I have no idea how it got there. Let's face it. If it goes in my mouth, it means I put it there. I made that choice. As long as I live with that choice and I move forward, that's really all that matters, because these things are going to happen. So if it happens to you, the most important thing is that you put it behind you. Taking it with you only leads to more of that kind of thing going on, which is not healthy for any of us. I think we all pretty much know that, right? If we carry all that stuff, that baggage gets really, really heavy. That boulder on your shoulder, right? That has no place in anything, ultimately. What does have a place is positive thinking, positive attitude. I can do this. I can do anything I choose to do. You must keep those words in your thoughts and coming out of your mouth to yourself and to other people too. Make affirmations every day. I can do this. I need to listen to my own advice. I know, but you know what? The most important thing is that we look ourselves in the mirror and we just face up to what we need to face up to. And then we can just move on from there. You know? So, the meeting on Monday with Kieran was absolutely fantastic. If you're thinking of joining this group, the Grow with Kieran plan, I strongly suggest that you give it a shot. I know money is an issue for all of us, myself included, but when it comes to your health and well-being, you know, if you can find a way, you're buying 3 months of what potentially could be a life-changing plan for you. And of course, it would be great to be able to afford to stay with Kieran and keep on going after the 3 months. But if you can grab onto just those 3 months, if that's all that's in your budget, and you can find a way to get the money together to buy 3 months, I think you'll be that much the better off for it, because this is a really simple plan. What I would feel might be an issue with giving up is the group, because the group to me is something that I would be sad to be without, regardless of what plan I was on. This is a great group. This is a person who knows how to run a group. He brings something to the table that is very motivating, very enthusiastic, and very knowledgeable, very honest, doesn't pull punches, but at the same time very gentle in his approach. And my thoughts are, if you tried everything else, if you've been on your plan 6 months and it's not working for you, you might want to rethink what you're doing before you spend any more money on the same plan, and maybe come over to this plan. The Zoom meeting is on Mondays. It is at 2 p.m. New York State time, where I am. He's adding meetings in the near future. So if anything, look into the plan. I have the link in the description box of the video for you. You can chat. They respond pretty quickly, and they're very gracious, very nice customer service. And like I said, if you've been dieting for a long time and you haven't just been calorie counting on an app or with pen and paper, and you've done other plans that you paid good money for and you're not happy about it, maybe this is something that's an option for you. I'd really strongly encourage you to at least look into it. And I'm not sponsored by any means. This is just me talking, a person to other people. not telling you what to do, but suggesting that you maybe want to look into the plan. So anyway, is this plan going to miraculously stop me from eating M&Ms if I find them in my house at night? No, that's me. That's on me. That's not about a plan. But ultimately, this plan is giving me a lot of freedom, but at the same time, I have to make choices of how to spend these 500 calories. I think that that's a really good thing for me. Not that I'm not a healthy food eater, I am. That's not my issue. My issue is when I get into the other stuff, how to fit them into my day and into my life without doing too much calorie damage. Because in the end of the day, I can only have a limited amount of calories. I can't have 1,500 calories plus 500 that I have to track in my personal calories. That's just never going to get me to lose weight. I'll be gaining weight. So anyway, without going on and on and on, as I said, this was a good day of eating, even with the oats, the granola oats. But again, looking back on it, I would have preferred to use those calories on something else if I was going to spend them. So, on that note, I'm going to make a request. Please, please, try your best to do something good for yourself today and tomorrow. One good thing builds on another good thing, and before you know it, you're putting one foot in front of the other, and you're working on your journey to getting healthy, because that's what we're all trying to do. We can call it by a weight loss plan, not by a weight loss plan, but ultimately if we have extra poundage that we need to get rid of, if we get rid of it, we're going to be a healthier person. So I like to look at it that way, living a healthier life through making better choices of what we eat every day. For starters, be kind to yourself. You deserve it. Okay, so now I will give you some hugs, and I will say to you, thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do so. Then you'll be notified whenever I put a video up, and you can choose whether or not you'd like to watch it, but at least this way you won't miss any. And thank you again very much. I will talk to you in the next video, which I hope to put up very soon. Take good care now.